Hello Pisces, and welcome to the Piscean Labyrinth. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different reading. I just kind of wanted to do a catch-all and cover a couple of topics. So this is general. It's not going to resonate for everyone, for all Pisces. I'll just throw out a bit of information. You place it where it goes. I'm going to look and see a little bit about what's going on with you spiritually, shifts that are taking place for you right now with this deck. Then I'm going to look and see any lower level shifts going on, just like in your everyday life or whatnot. And then check in and see if there's anything that you need to know, any warnings, things that may be coming up, things that may be entering your life coming up soon. So I'm going to start with this deck here. And here we go. Spirit, tell me what shifts are taking place for Pisces at this time. What spiritual shifts are taking place for Pisces at this time? What does Pisces need to know? How do they need to be guided? What's going on with them on a spiritual level? What are their themes at this time? What are their themes? Okay. Okay, so we have the courageous peony. It says multifaceted. I don't know how well you can see that. It says multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. We have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Okay, water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. So yeah, I feel like these are the overall spiritual messages that you need at this time, Pisces. With the courageous peony, I feel like this is really about you just understanding that you need to really step into your power and accept who you are and your uniqueness and stop comparing yourself to other people and, setting yourself back thinking that I'm not as far as I should be in my life, or I don't look like this, or, I'm not chasing these certain goals, or, my life doesn't look like what you think other people would be judging you about, like, your insecurities or whatnot. It's really time for you to embrace what makes you different and the gifts that you have and step forward and bring that to the world, present that to the world, because that's what you're here to do. And the thing about it is, with Pisces, we have so many different layers, so many different talents and gifts or whatnot. And it's about not being afraid to share that with the world. That's why you were given these. So that's a huge thing for you at this time, is stepping into your uniqueness, embracing that, having the courage to do that. With perspective here, I think it's really about realizing that no matter whatever is going on in your life at this time, things aren't always as bad as they seem. And even if they are bad, it really is a matter of perspective of how you're looking at it, because everything is really about growth. And there's a lot of things that, especially as Pisces, we tend to blow out of proportion because we can be very sensitive, we can be very emotional or whatnot. And we do have a tendency at times to sit there and harp on things way longer than we need to. And really, realistically, not to dismiss what anybody is going through, self included, but there's a lot of big things going on in the world and going on within our individual lives. And so sometimes when we take these moments, these precious moments, and, choose to spend them harping on these little tiny insignificant things, most of the time the things that we're tripping on are things that won't even matter to you a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, So it's really about your perspective. And like the card says, to zoom out. None of this matters. So it's really about remembering that. And then we have the water your garden. So this is all about taking care of self-care. That's a beautiful picture, as a matter of fact. Can you see that clearly? Yeah. But this is about really going deep within yourself and learning how to properly take care of yourself. This is mind, body, soul, spirit. Your environment that you're in, your house, or your apartment, or, wherever you stay. Doctor it up however you see fit, whatever little space you have. If it's just a room, doctor it up, I mean, this is really about taking care and bringing yourself into a state of balance so that you can really flourish in your life, because you can't give anything to anybody else on an empty tank. If you don't have anything to give, this is about getting back to health. Like, a lot of us do need to take better care of our health. So being mindful of what you're putting in your body, your diet. Are you exercising? Yeah, I mean, exactly. Just creating yourself some sort of self-care regimen. If that's like you take a special bath, on certain days of the week or whatnot, something where you're really pampering yourself. If you want to go out and, for women, if you want to get your hair and nails done or whatnot, or if it's just a matter of you doing your own because that makes you feel good, whatever is self-soothing to you, taking that time out to go, listen to your favorite music or whatnot, or writing in your journal, whatever it is. Even just sometimes taking rest, because a lot of times as people, we get so busy trying to take care of the world and those around us, we don't take care and rest ourselves properly. You need rest to properly function. So yeah, sorry, I forgot to turn the phone off. But yeah, so that's what I have with you, like on a spiritual tip, the things to be mindful of. So then, generally speaking, just on your life, other aspects in your day-to-day. Oops. So Spirit, tell me, what other messages do you have for Pisces at this time? What things do they need to know? What are themes for them at this time? What's going on? What are the themes for Pisces right now? Oh, we got a lot. Okay. Never ending story. No way, let me clear that. Yeah, so we have never ending story. We have to be fair. We have community. We have a higher power. And we have deep knowing. So realistically, even though this is, just everyday things to be mindful of, I feel like this too is like an extension of the spiritual aspect of what you're getting here. With that never ending story, I feel like a lot of that has to do with the way that we sometimes have a tendency to play victim. There is a lack of accountability that some of us are still dealing with here, and that's something that needs to be focused on. You only have so much time in this world, and if you look at the picture, it's like, she looks like something's wrong, like she's stressed out or whatnot, but time's ticking. Life doesn't stop moving for anybody here. So it's really about understanding your role in things, your role in how things have come to be in your life, and understanding that you always have the opportunity to change the narrative. This does not need to be the never ending story where it's always something with you, Your friends and family get tired of hearing the same things over and over again. That's just something to be mindful of. So take accountability for your life and for your heart, because that's what's in there. Down there, it's the heart right there. Take accountability for the things that happen with you like that. Now with this other one, to be fair, again, this is being fair, you being fair with other people. And this is also accepting that things won't always be fair in life in general, and that's just part of it. But it is about trying to find as much of the balance of life as you possibly can. There are a lot of things that we're trying to weigh and juggle, and choices that need to be made, decisions and all that kind of stuff. But in the back of your mind, do be intentional about your moves, about, how you try to show up in the world and how you react to things. Be fair, because that's what's ultimately going to give you the best energy return here. If you want to refer to it as karma, just keep that always in the back of your mind. With this deep knowing, I feel like Pisces, we already know we are so highly intuitive, very highly intuitive. So I feel like this is the time where your intuition is really growing very deep. This is a lot of the time where a wisdom is being seeked out. In this picture, there's an owl here on top of the moon. So with moon, there's lots of secrets, there's lots of mysteries and all of that. But this moon here, that represents the wisdom, And so this is really about us going deeper within ourselves, within, you know, wise ones around us, you know, whoever you find who has these depths and knowledge, especially old knowledge about life, about you historically in terms of culturally, you know, as a woman, as a man, you know, whatever it is that is, you know, whatever it is that you are really wanting to know, whatever it is that your soul is craving at this time to know and get more of and discover, you know, part of what your path is, your purpose, or just a deeper inner knowing of self. You know, this is the time right now that we're really digging in and finding out more things about ourselves. With community here, this is really about branching out to others and utilizing the community that's there for us. Like we have each other. You know, you can always reach out to others around you. I know a lot of times people feel like, oh no, it's just me, I'm just alone. Whether you don't have a lot of friends or whether you're not close to family or what have you, there's always a community of people, like-minded people that you could reach out to. It's just a matter of putting yourself out there, whether it's doing meetups, you know, creating groups or organizations or circles, you know, within your actual community. For some of you, this is a matter of actually stepping out and doing things in your community, wherever it is that you live, and really reestablishing that sense of unity and embracing that. But you're not alone. We always have, you know, each other, no matter geographically where that is. If it's not a matter of you wanting to do something with your community, you know, locally where you are, if it's a matter of just wanting to associate with more like-minded people, you always have the internet, you know, where you can create groups online, where you can connect with people at any distance who have similar mind states as you, you know. And then we have this higher power. So again, I feel like this is connecting back into, you know, a deep wisdom. This is connecting back to source, God, you know, however you identify, you know, connecting back to that energy. I feel like there's a lot of transformation that's taking place with us right now. And I feel like you know that, you know, so this is really that time to embrace it and connect and understand that spirit is always communicating with you. Always. This is never anything that's not happening. Okay. so don't ever think that the symbols and the, you know, the evidence is around you all the time. You just have to be paying attention, you know. And then here I am, can't get this card up. But yeah, so those are some of the themes taking place with you right now at this time, Pisces. So let's take a look and see if we can get anything a bit deeper and see what's really going on with you. Anything that you need to know or be aware of. Okay. So Spirit Guides, what messages do we have for Pisces at this time? What does Pisces need to know? What's going on with them? Anything they need to be aware of? Anything that they need to be warned about? Anything that's coming up for them in this immediate future? Anything else that's going on with them? What do they need to know? What information do we have right now for Pisces? What's going on? All right. So we have the sun. So right now, Pisces, this is definitely the time for you to be focused on your happiness here. It's the time for you to really be figuring out what makes you happy, what makes you tick, and going for it, chasing your dreams, chasing your goals. Now is the time where spirit is actually supporting you in whatever your endeavors are. So you have to know this and be confident. Go about it, chasing your dreams like a child, like with the innocence of a child. Children, they're not as fear-based as adults are. Now, they haven't been conditioned that yet in that way, you know, so it's about returning to that same level of optimism. And then we have the Six of Swords here. So for some of you, this is a matter of travel. You may be traveling sometime soon. There are some things that you're moving away from at this time, whether it's people, places, or things. There are some things that you're realizing don't serve you, and you're realizing the importance of moving away, and you're doing just that. So for some of you, you're distancing yourself from people in your life or places or things. Some of you are actually moving outside of whatever area that you've been in. Some of you are just about to start doing a lot of traveling, or you already are. And then we have this 10 of coins. So I feel like you're really in a place where you're trying to establish your generational wealth. There's a lot that you're pouring into your families at this time. There's a lot that you're trying to get established. You're really trying to set everybody up here, you know, to be in a place of comfort. You're trying to set yourself up for a place of comfort. Some of you are working on just building families in general. Like you may want to start having kids. Some of you are looking to purchase homes. You know, some of you are just really in that place of focusing all of your emphasis on your family, being closer, spending more time together. But yeah, that's definitely something that's coming up for you guys. And then we have temptation here, which is also the devil. So for this is a matter of, there's a lot of temptation that's still out there for us. You know, it's hard when you're trying to change your life, you know, and you're trying to let go of bad habits and, you know, go into different new mind states that serve you more. You're trying to transition to all these higher level things, but that temptation will always be there. And there are certain things that we all have weaknesses for, whether it's certain people, whether it's, you know, certain foods, alcohol, certain addictions that people have or whatnot. It's hard to break at times, but this is something that will be, that will pop up rather, like, and you'll have to deal with this, but you can, you know. So our last one is 3 of coins. So this is really about teamwork. This is about partnership, you know, collaborations. So there's a lot of that can be taking place at this time for you, Pisces. Collaborations with friends. It could be with other just like-minded people or whatnot that you're starting to reach out and connect with here. But these collaborations are things that they can bring you money, an increase in cash flow here. So you better stay on the lookout for opportunities. I'm sure they will be flowing to you, you know, just effortlessly out of the blue. Things will be popping up. Okay, we have some more here. We have Ace of Cups. So we have new beginnings that will be showing up for you. Pisces, for some of you, this is new beginnings within the realm of love. I do feel like there's partnerships that are coming in for you. And I feel like they're coming in to make a splash. Some of these partnerships will be catching you off guard. Some of the people who will be stepping forward may be people who surprise you, like, wow, that person, you know, people you never would have thought of. But yeah, that's coming in. For some of you, these are just beautiful new beginnings. For some of you, these are new beginnings within your spiritual journey that are just taking place right now. Then we also have this Ace of Swords again. So a victory and truth being revealed. Some of you have situations where truth is being revealed in terms of, there may be situations that have left you in a state of confusion you weren't sure about. You were wondering whatever happened to such and such, or why did this happen or whatnot. There can be things being revealed to you. At the same time, this could also be you needing to reveal and discover your own personal truths. There are a lot of spiritual things that are taking place for you right now at this time. And so there are certain things that you're realizing about yourself. But understand that this is a situation that's divinely guided. You know, Spirit is really backing you on this with whatever victories you're seeking at this time, whatever truths that you're needing to hear, whatever truths you're needing to realize for yourself about yourself. This is the time for these things to be happening and coming towards you. We also have the Page of Swords. So I feel like this is really about the communication. You having a better sense of communication. I think Pisces are pretty good at that anyway. But there's a matter of, I feel, communicating more in general, whether that's to the public, whether that's to your friends. I feel like now is the time for you to start speaking up. If you've been in a very timid place or not wanting to share your opinions or thoughts about different things, now is your time to start speaking up. That's more so what you're being called to do. This is your time, you know, and speak whether anyone wants to hear it or not. You have to release your truth, you know. This is also a time where you may be hearing from people from your past as well. With this 8 of Cups, again, these are situations that you may be choosing to walk away from, people, places, or things. I believe that already came up, yeah, with the 6 of Swords, moving away from things. You're definitely realizing, for this, I feel like this is more so about relationships, but it could be in regards to anything. You're realizing what's serving you and what's not, and choosing to get up from the table when you're no longer being properly served or respected, you know? So that's something that you're really stepping into. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So for some of you, this is a matter of a reminder to have fun. Get out there in life and have fun. This is also a part of your happiness that you're seeking here with that Sun card. So I feel like this is that reminder to have fun, be curious for life, you know, seek out the adventures. There's a lot out there to be lived. But let this also serve as a reminder for people who you may encounter who may be a bit unreliable or a little shifty or kind of in and out of your life. You can have people like that popping up sometime soon. But either way, I see this as a reminder just to have fun. So overall, Spirit, are there any final messages for Pisces at this time? What final messages or advice do you have for Pisces at this time? What advice do you have for Pisces at this time? Okay, and for the advice here, we have the Six of Wands, we have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Knight of Swords. So this is really about a victory. I feel like this is a victory, an acknowledgement, a celebration within your household here. I feel like things are really coming into alignment and you're really realizing what true happiness means. And it's not surrounded in materialistic things. You're realizing the deeper meaning, the core value, you know, family matters, the connection. And mind you, the family doesn't have to be your bloodline. It can be the family that you've created within the networks that you've created for yourself here. With this Knight of Swords, on here, there are little skulls on the, I don't know what you call this piece, but on the horse, there's little skulls there. So for me, I feel like this is also symbolizing an element of death. So I feel like, and there's a skull down here too. So I feel like this is about another representation of change rushing in. There is change and transition rushing into your life at this time. So this is a good thing. Embrace this. For some of you, you may even have an air sign entering your life. Soon, could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Going back here, some of you may have a fire sign entering your life, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But either way, this is what I have for you today. I just wanted to throw out something kind of random, kind of fun, just see what comes up. I never did this spread before. Yeah, that's what I have for you, Pisces. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and I will possibly do more like these in the future. Do subscribe, do hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload. And other than that, I greatly appreciate you. I'll catch you later. Bye.